What am I doing?
I don't think anybody knows.
I mean, I'm a Ken doll. It's not that. I guess I can take that off. I don't. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it. I think this is where Lyria gets to start doing her thing.
Oh, what are you talking about? You don't want to introduce yourself?
Am I introducing myself? What? I'm not in the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of King of Wrestling Songwriting. This is Wade. Then we have the Doctor and the Royal One all under commentary today. My name is Lyria and I welcome you. And without further ado, let the show begin with the first match.
Okay, Lyria, you know, I haven't really gotten any of the information I've been looking for. Please be careful and don't knock down our barricade. That would suck. What do you know about the tournament that's coming up? I know that we've got qualifiers coming. I know that we've got a couple of men that have already qualified, and I know that we've got a couple of women already qualified.
Well,
what happens with these tournaments?
Well, we have two tournaments, the male and the female one. In the male one, it's a basically a classic elimination style of tournament. So, two wrestlers facing off against each other, and the winner gets in the next round until there's only one man standing. That is the future king and ruler of KOW.
And they get a crown, not a belt, right? We don't give belts here, we give crowns.
Yeah, of course, it's a king and not a...
not a peasant.
Yeah, belts are just there to hold up the pants, but nothing more. So, the women's at a qualifier is a bit different. There have been different matches, different stipulations, as the women are going to will square off at Coronation in an elimination chamber match to crown the first Queen W. So that's a bit different. As
so they don't do elimination matches like here. It's actually they're all going to go into a chamber And there's going to be, what, 5 or 6 women that are going to square off against each other, and the last one standing gets to be crowned the queen?
Yes, exactly. So, the one, like I say, the one is like classic elimination match, tournament, where the winner is, the final round of the men's tournament is, of course, completing and finalizing at Brown Nation, so that should be interesting. But I think we should maybe start with the first match.
I think that's a good idea.
Because the next match, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me my voice, that's good today. The first match is a singles match, and it is for one fall, and it's a round tournament match. So without further ado, let me introduce the first competitor in this match. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, standing tall 6 feet 8, weighing 285 pounds, cyber scope, Dominic Search.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, coming out, Dominic Surge, and as always, by his side, the inimitable Malice Fallen. Howdy, Malice, how you doing? Any wrestler with any kind of intelligence, when they're coming into this ring facing Dominic Surge, will always know where Malice is. That is one thing they have to keep their eye on, is Malice Fallen on the outside of that ring.
Introducing next his opponent from the Bricks compound, standing tall 6 feet 2, 280 pounds, Damian Bricks Hacks.
Not sure how you want to say it, but Damian Briggs Hex is back.
He's one of the most talented wrestlers I've seen in a long time. I just really hope his time off hasn't affected him much. And if it hasn't, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for one hell of a show.
Okay, it looks like we got both men in the ring now. Justin Kimes in there with them.
It looks like the crowd pretty much agrees with Malice. Nobody knows who he is. Either that or they don't like him.
It's one of those, he's definitely been away, and if people are new to SL Wrestling or just now getting involved in it, or less than 2 years into SL Wrestling, they're really not going to know who Damian Briggs Hex is. So he's definitely out here. He's got to prove himself and prove he's worth the fans' appreciation. Right there, you see, right off the bat, Dominic Surge just starts going at him. The big boot to the face, like Paul was saying.
It's over.
The Project X, and he slams him down. 1, 2, 3. I didn't even really get to call that match.
No.
Holy crap!
Wow, looks like the ring rust has really got to him now. Let's really hope he can bounce back from this.
What in the hell was that? Dominic Cage! Did the Project X and Damian Priest X left for dead right there in the center of the ring? A quick 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me?
I think that's laying them out.
Obviously, our staff did not verify that Damian Briggs X was ready to be back in this ring. Leah, you want to call the winner on that one?
I think she's in shock.
And the winner of the match via pinfall, the Cyber Skull, Damien Surge.
Dominic Surge, the Cyber Skull, that's right. Wow. Okay, Paul, Dr. Vega, I was getting all ready to get into that match and...
I was expecting something more exciting than that, knowing Damien, but looks like he has been training like he says.
You were saying he had to prove himself, and it was and to prove that he could, you know,
get his ass whipped in 38 seconds? Yeah, he proved that. I think the only one factor was when Mike Tyson knocked that poor guy out in 32 seconds. Look at this. And he's still out. Now he's finally coming up. Are you kidding me with this?
He really, really needs to get into that gym and in that training room. Because I know he can do better than this.
Wow. He really needs to do it for his own safety. That can't be safe coming in.
No.
I mean, he could have truly gotten hurt if he's really that quick to go down. Oh, there you go. That's the end of the first match.
If you blinked, you probably missed it.
And I'm sorry for that. Because Dominic Surge did a really cool move. That Project X that's definitely a beast of a move.
Oh yeah, that definitely hurts. That definitely does hurt, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you went away and made yourself a drink, you just missed the first match.
So what do we got coming up next? Wow, that was, I'm sorry guys, I want to talk that match up, I just can't. The kick to the face of Project X, the guy's gone.
You really can't pop that up.
No, not at all. Other than to say that obviously Dominic Surge is a badass, Damian Briggs is not. That's all I can say about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Thankfully.
Of SL.
What is terrible, the beer tastes like dog piss, people are rude, simple-minded, and too full of themselves, and they think they are the best country in the world, which of course is bullshit. We all know the best country in the world is the shithole we call home. So, I know I got a little dragged up, but I'm just really happy to be back, and even more, I'm very excited to compete here in KOW. A place where wrestling is wrestling and not sports entertainment. A place where people can be who they want to be. Vampires, zombies, witches, satanists, mile-high prostitutes, chewing gum boys, playboys, dolls, steroid freaks, hardcore bitches, dark sirens, drag queens. I think that's Brian Bennett, correct? Oh, by the way, speaking of queens, the Queen of the Arena tournament is going on. The tournament to crown the first queen of KOW is going on at the moment. And mates, if you're wondering if I'm part of it, no I'm not. Reasons why. First, I just signed my contract, and all these ladies have worked hard for the past few months to make a name for themselves. They deserve their spots, they earned it. Second reason, I just started banging my daddy so that I will win the title in my first match, and then I will go on a long vacation and sorry, I still got a little bit of jet lag. What I truly wanted to say was that I just simply will wait for first thing to be crowned, and then, well, like that, I just gonna slay her and take my rightful out of KOW. Oh, that's the introductions. I'm here. So with that said, I bid you all a farewell, and I hope you're gonna enjoy the rest of the show. Goodbye. That's all for now.
You just gotta come with that.
I mean, it's my professional opinion that she might be kind of bitchy, and I think I like it.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, I liked it, yeah. Does she have a t-shirt?
You want her? Go out there,
yeah.
look merchandise is out there. I think it says Queen Bitch of KOW. I think that's the shirt you're looking for.
I think she might have some contenders for that title.
Maybe.
One contender's Brian Bennett.
So what you gonna do now? The next match, right? We're going to have the next match, right?
I think we're going to our next match. I think so. I think that's where we are.
Alright. The next match, it's a women's elimination chamber qualifier match for the elimination chamber at Crown Nations to crown the first queen of KOW. Introducing first from Silicon Valley, California, I guess it's Silicon Valley, it's in California, at a height of 5'4", weighing 132 pounds, Sabrina Halsey.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call. Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sabrina Halsey. This is the first time we've seen Bree since she retired from the Indy Fed and came here just before Christmas. So it's been a while. The last time she was in this ring, it was against Opie as well. So it's been a while since we've seen her.
It sounds like the crowd doesn't even want to see her. Wow.
You know, I really don't know too much about her, so I can't even talk about her.
Well, if you hear clearly and listen carefully, she's supporting the horse.
I'm sorry, what?
She's supporting the horse, of course.
The whore.
Yes.
As in a woman that takes money for sex.
Horse.
Okay, the horde.
Okay, just for a minute. I thought we were talking about somebody else completely.
That's why I asked for clarification, because I didn't want to start calling this lady something she wasn't. I don't want to get in trouble for that.
Well, it's a big fit.
Right, Sabrina. Right, Sabrina. Long live the queen, the undead queen.
No, I do not play WoW. I have actually avoided that time set. Thank you. Please don't hit me. Please, you look awesome. Love your taste. Please do not hit me. I'll give you an M&M. Here, you want some M&M?
He's aliens. Don't trust him.
I am not
And
under the line.
introducing her opponent from Anarchy's Lab. At a height of 5 feet 3, weighing in 113 pounds, Ophelia Doll.
Ophi! Yay! Sorry, I've been a big fan of Ophi's for a long time. I don't quite understand her, but I think that's part of what I like about her. She definitely has a fan base. As little as we've seen her wrestle, and as confused as we all are about everything that's going on around her, she has definitely endeared herself to a large portion of the fans.
She totally has.
Oh yeah, the fan base definitely love her.
All right, both ladies in the center of the ring right now. Ophi just kind of standing there. Sabrina Harvey goes right at her. Like I said, the last time Sabrina was in the ring, she was up against Ophi then, too. And Sabrina right off the bat insulting Ophi. I don't think the doll can gain weight. I think she's pretty much right there. No more stuffing added to her. The two ladies begin to circle each other, kind of measuring each other, looking each other up and down. Ophi, of course, 2 weeks ago was out here wrestling and got called out, ended up losing her match for being counted out. So we'll see and hope that she actually gets to complete this one.
And that was a great match. I did see that when I was backstage.
Ophi is a fantastic wrestler.
Oh,
in her own right.
So much talent.
Like I said, I've been a big fan of hers for years now. Ophi starting off with a slap to the face. You know, by the way she is, the way she acts, you wouldn't think that she'd really be that aggressive in the ring. But once she gets going and gets into the wrestling, Ophi is, she's a freaking force of nature in that ring.
Oh, 100%, yeah. So much talent. And she gets in between them ropes.
Ophi again with the slap. She's not overly happy about being called fat. I don't think anybody wants to be called a Kirby.
rude.
The two ladies still just kind of facing off against each other.
At least this one's lasted longer than the first one.
It has lasted longer than the first one already. It has. The crowd's saying that they'll go ahead and help hide the body once Ophi's done with it. Ophi kicking off right now. Foot
I
to
bet
the
she'll
gut.
call her Kirby again.
Oh, she's going.
Ophi again with that kick to the gut, and down goes Sabrina Ophi, and Ophi gets to stomp it on her. Ophi with a nice roundhouse kick, and down goes Sabrina once again. Ophi really not like being called fat.
Oh, would you like to be called fat?
You know what? If I'm fat, I'm fat. That's the way that goes.
But she's
I
not fat.
embraced it. Oh, she's not. She's absolutely not.
She's actually in great shape, though.
I know. Look at her. And you know, one of the things, I have come here, you know, I've left stuff here that I've had to come back and get late at night, and Ophi will be in here training by herself. She is definitely a dedicated wrestler. She loves the sport. She loves the art. And she shows it every time she steps into the ring. Right there, nice sweep kick as Sabrina starts to fire back, dropping Ophi onto the mat. Sabrina trying to work out her leg, trying to get a little bit of feeling back into that numb leg right now.
Should you do the sweep, you get like a tingling feeling going all beside your leg, and it does take quite a bit of time to get that feeling back.
Ophi and Sabrina right now just kind of, they're jaw-jacking at each other. Sabrina doing more damage, I think, with her words than her body. She's giving Ophi way too much time to recover from that sweep kick.
All talk, no action.
There's a song about that. There might be a few songs like that.
Maybe she should make that her song.
She does know she's in a wrestling match, doesn't she? Not a talking match.
I don't know. I really don't know. She's just letting Ophi lay there. She's standing there trying to work out her leg. Ophi looks like she's not really in a hurry to get up. Maybe she's trying to draw Sabrina in, maybe tempt her to come in so that Ophi can spring some kind of laying on her back surprise. Not exactly.
Something that she would do.
It's kind of dangerous for the lane to try and get feeling back in that leg and get her back up on her feet. Especially with the tone she's got.
On in, Ophi goes ahead and takes matters into her own hand. Nice quick drop toe hold. She's going to bring Sabrina down. Sabrina getting caught by surprise. I think she was standing there running her mouth. Didn't expect Ophi to move that quick.
You definitely called that one, Wade.
Ophi grabbing Sabrina by the hair, lifting her up. She's got her. She's in behind her. And now she goes. Ophi starts to show her why you don't want to mess with a big Russian leg sweep. And you heard the back of Sabrina's head slam into the mat. I tell y'all, Ophi is dangerous. These people see a nice little doll who's usually very sedate, very calm, very pleasant to be around, and then they mistake her for being docile. Ophi gets in that ring and she is nothing but pure ferocity when she gets going.
As a male wrestler, I wouldn't like to be in the same ring as her. Unless she's on my side.
Right? And then add to that Ophi's knowledge of wrestling. I mean, the moves that she has in her arsenal. She is definitely a force to be contended with right there. Beautiful move. Right up on her. Sabrina Halsey showing that she's got a little bit of rust. That big swinging Hurricane Rana just then. Now Sabrina lifting Ophi's leg. She's going to go ahead and start working on that leg, trying to numb it, trying to take it out of the mat, make it so Ophi's fighting with a bit of a handicap. Sabrina Halsey reaching down. She's got Ophi. She's picking her up, helping her to her feet. Ophi comes up. Big eye rake. Not exactly the most legal move in her arsenal, but it definitely will stop somebody from grabbing on your head and doing something unpleasant to you. Ophi and Sabrina just go to start trading blows. Nothing wrestling about that. The two women obviously get to the point where they have a strong dislike for each other. Sabrina bringing that on, calling Ophi a cow, telling her she's fat. Ophi not appreciating that at all as the two women start fighting. Ophi driving her back with those big fists. Sabrina up into the ropes. Ophi is right on top of her. No, don't kick her in the junk.
Why not?
Hey, yeah, for one, it's not a legal wrestling move, and two, nobody, male or female, likes to be kicked in the junk.
Oh, trust me, I got into the junk last week and it's not pretty.
No, it's not. It's not good.
Somebody saw to stay, thank you, Playboy.
Just in time, trying to get him off the ropes. Ophi standing right there over Sabrina as she leans on that rope. Ophi going for the big clothesline as she sends Sabrina over the top rope. Out goes Sabrina onto the cement floor down here. And yeah, folks, we've got some padding. It's about 1/4 of an inch thick. When you're falling from 8-9 feet high and you land on that, that padding doesn't do anything but keep you from getting bruised up. It hurts like a son of a bitch as you hit that.
Still feels like you will get bruised in the morning, believe me.
Right down there, Ophi with that big clothesline sending Sabrina Halsey over there. Sabrina slow to get up, but she does get up. Ophi bouncing her. Sabrina taking her time. Good, smart move right there. Catch your breath, get your wits back about you. Sabrina finally sliding back into the ring. She goes right face to face, standing toe to toe with Ophi. Sabrina right into her. Big knockdown, big ground and pound, and she is just hammering away on Ophi. Definitely not appreciated getting put over that top rope. Just in time, standing there counting at her, getting her off. Sabrina finally stopping the assault. And Ophi giggles at her.
That's what I mean, how tough Ophi is. Just laying there and laughing as she's taking them punches.
And you can hear Justin Time telling her, watch those closed fists. Justin trying to keep control of this match. And there we go. You see Sabrina going to work on that left leg of Ophi one more time. Sabrina back over into this corner. We might see one of those high-flying maneuvers coming up. Sabrina up on that top rope. Ophi is laid out right there on the mat. She is gripping her leg where Sabrina attacked it. Just in time, right on top of her, telling her to get out of that corner. She is counting her down.
Referee warning her.
Sabrina comes flying off. Here she goes. Huge. The Torrid War stop. And it looked like Ophi might have avoided that. Ophi able to get out of the way. Sabrina landing hard as Ophi rolls up and out of the way.
Medically speaking, that could have hurt a lot.
Medically speaking, I think just general human speaking, that looked like it hurt a lot.
As a wrestler, that hurts a lot.
But that's always a chance you take. Any of those high-flying moves are also high-risk maneuvers. I mean, all they got to do is get the hell out of the way, and if you don't land it, you do nothing but cause yourself pain.
And after you see Dr. Vega.
Which Dr. Vega appreciates, we keep her employed.
Exactly.
Big Irish whip, Ophi Doll sent careening into that corner. Sabrina Halsey right there looking at her. Just in time. Telling her to watch the eyes, no more of that irate crap. Sabrina Halsey right in on top of Ophi. Sabrina gets her up. Ophi switching that around. She catches her in that big head trigger. Ophi's got her legs wrapped around Sabrina Halsey's head. So many things I could say there. So many things.
There's some of the things I'm thinking about, but it's the same as I wouldn't bother.
And Ophi coming out of the corner. The big head scissors takedown. Sabrina Halsey down hard. Ophi showing a bit of that wrestling know-how as Sabrina came charging in and got caught by the doll.
Wasn't the worst place to be.
Dr. Vega, I'm trying to be all nice here. Ophi up, big high flying maneuver, the Starship Pain, and she nails Sabrina Halsey. Sabrina crushed into that mat. Ophi with a beautiful high flying maneuver right there.
She takes it. I took her.
So basically what you're saying is Ophi hurry up and break her so the doc can get paid.
Yes, that would work.
Ophi going to the opposite corner. Sabrina Halsey laid out right there after taking that head scissors and then that pain. Ophi, nice pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Ophi gets the count out. And I about took away Lyra's job. Lyra?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and advancing to the Women's Elimination Chambers match at Coronation for the opportunity to become the first queen of KOW, Ophelia Doll.
My money's on Ophi to win the whole thing.
Oh, I don't know about that. She has some stiff competition already in there. I'm really looking forward to that Elimination Chamber at Coronation.
Well, it's shaped up to be one the main event of the night.
And may I mention the fact that Ophi got through an entire match this time? Yay for Ophi!
Right?
You see the two making their way up off the stage and out they are gone. Okay. Well, folks, we finally got that second match in, and it definitely lasted longer than the first one.
Oh, 100%. It was way better.
All right, what do we got going on? Looks like we're going to have a regime change for the referee. James is coming out to take place for just in time.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a singles match, and it is for one fall introduced first from the Asylum City in Europe, standing tall 5 feet 6, weighing 155 pounds, the Samantha Foxy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Samantha Foxy, one of the most exciting wrestlers in all of SL female wrestling. Last week, we kept talking about the fact that Oki had gone up against somebody and he was pulled out of the match unexpectedly. The person she went up against was Samantha Foxy. Samantha Foxy got that win, but I don't think she was happy for it, because it was actually a very good match. The two looked matched up very well. And to have it end like it did, I think Samantha Foxy felt like she was cheated a bit out of getting a true win over Ophelia Doll. All right, Samantha Foxy in the ring. Looks like she's just about ready.
And introducing next her opponent, hailing from New York, New Jersey in the United States, standing tall 5 feet 4, weighing in 118 pounds. Annie X.
Not Annie Oakley. Annie X.
Isn't Annie Oakley a song?
Yes. Oh, I love this music. And look at her, here she comes with that signature violin in her hand. And there she is, Annie X up, playing to the crowd, folks, literally playing to the crowd. So last week, Annie had come out here before her match. She came out for a musical exhibition, but someone had unplugged her and screwed up her concerto. So we missed out on something that could have been absolutely incredible. I am looking for a fantastic match from these two tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These two, both of them, so quick off the rope, so quick on their feet. Annie, obviously, I mean, she's a master in that ring already, as young as she is. Growing up in the legacy family that she did, Annie X is definitely, even though new to KOW, I mean, young in KOW, I'm not going to say new, but young in KOW, young in SL Wrestling, but she's grown up around it all her life. And of course, Samantha Foxy, the experience, the veteran that she is, has such incredible ring presence. Between these two, this should be a fantastic match, Paul.
Oh, 100%. This will be, if not contender of the match of the evening, the legendary high.
We see them both. James Butler seems to check them both out. Satisfied there's no contraband, nothing he needs to worry about. Looks like we're about ready to kick this thing off. And
There's a referee posting about.
Annie looking like she can't sit still. She's ready to get this thing going. Samantha Foxy a little bit more nice right there. Some sportsmanship going on right there. High five. Little shake. Wishing each other luck.
That's what's missing in most matches these days, mate. There's not much sportsmanship.
Well, it seems like everybody's angry at everybody else lately, Paul. You see the two ladies going out there, they're right there in the center of the ring, kind of measuring each other up.
That moves just to get into your opponent's head, but you just got to try and clear it out as much as possible.
All right off the bat, they go into that lockup, and out comes Samantha Foxy, showing a little bit of the wrestling technique as she grabs that wrist lock, moving it right into the hammer lock, a little bit of pressure on the shoulder, then back out to another wrist lock, back into the hammer lock. Samantha Foxy still showing that she's got that wrestling know-how as she starts working on that arm of Annie X. Almost called her Annie X. Damn it.
That would have done well.
There's how the X support wheel escape.
Usually I can blame it on the fact I got Oakley sitting there, but not today.
Oakley was
beautiful. Beautiful arm drag takedown. And Annie comes flying off the rope. Samantha there waiting for her, and Annie right down to the mat. Samantha's got that arm again, and she has not relented on that arm. Annie powering her way up. They're both standing now right back into the lockup. Samantha going into the side headlock. She's got Annie. Nice takedown again by Samantha Foxy. The ring veteran showing her know-how. Oh, Annie rolling over. Surprise pin. One. But that's all we're going to get. Samantha quick to kick up out of that. Still not relinquishing her hold on Annie X.
And looks like she's got that very nice and locked.
And she is wrenching down on that, Paul.
And that really hurts the low back of your neck when you're in that move.
Dr. Vega, you may have to be doing some realignments. I hope you got your chiropractor's license. Both women off the ropes. Annie going for the clothesline. Samantha Foxy rolling under it, expecting it. Into the ropes once again. Samantha Foxy rolling over the back of Annie X. Fantastic moves there as they both avoid the back body drops, the clotheslines, and now, both women, same thing on their mind.
They're both incredibly athletic women, but that looks extremely painful.
Fantastically agile, both of them, as they both had the same thing in mind.
Great minds think alike.
And these are definitely two of the great minds of female wrestling. Annie dispensing with all the high-flying moves. She just goes right in with the big haymakers as she starts laying into Samantha Foxy. Now we got a toe to the gut. Annie back on the rope. Samantha Foxy doubled over. Annie comes fighting in. Big swinging knee lift as she cancels Samantha Foxy square on the chin. Samantha Foxy's head snapping back, taking her down. Again, Annie off the ropes, and she goes straight for the sliding D. Quick roll up. 1, 2. And no, Samantha Foxy able to get her shoulder up. Well, I tell you what, Annie X just exploded there, Paul.
Oh, 100%. This is one hell of a great match. Back and forth, the lovely, how they made it to, can't even speak, it's that good.
I know, it's kind of exciting, man.
Never excited, yeah. That double drop kick was amazing.
It was, both of them, and the height they both got on that. And now we got Annie X throwing Samantha into the corner. Annie X right in after her. The CCS ends the day. Down goes Samantha. Oh, Annie picking her up, setting her up on the top rope, setting her up for the suplex, I'm guessing. No. Annie X got something else in mind. She comes charging across, climbing right up. And bringing her right back out the hard way.
Samantha hasn't really got back into this since that kick to the gut. I just hope she can shake it off and come back into this match, or otherwise we'll see our winner here climbing the ropes.
Annie X up on that rope. Another high-flying maneuver coming up. Samantha slow to get to her feet. Annie poised and waiting for her. Samantha up. She's looking a little bit wobbly. Annie up on that top rope. She is poised and she comes flying off the big front missile drop kick, and down goes Samantha Foxy. 2 feet square to her face, and she drops like a lead balloon. Annie X with the pin. 1, 2.
Oh my God, how's she kick out to that?
I don't know how she's still conscious after that.
I think Dr. Vega, I think you definitely need to check Samantha out after this match.
Definitely.
That is definitely that is a total testament to the training that these ladies go through. The fact that Samantha Foxy was still conscious after taking that amount of punishment. Now you see Annie X, big chops, driving Samantha Foxy back into the other corner. Huge chops across her chest. Annie X flying across the ring. She wants that speed build up. She comes flying in. Samantha Foxy there waiting for the darkness chop as Annie X comes flying in.
She's dug really deep to pull that out of the arsenal.
Now we see Samantha Foxy. She's trying to take control of this match. She's trying to break that momentum that Annie X has built up. Samantha with her own kicks, her own chops, as she begins driving the younger woman back across the ring. Samantha Foxy trying to take control, trying to get on the offensive here, and it looks like she might be doing it. Annie X up against those ropes. And now Samantha Foxy to the opposite side. She wants that momentum built up, springing off the rope. Big rope shoot, big clothesline over the top rope, and out goes Annie X, tumbling that good 8-9 feet down to that floor.
All that padding does, Wade, is stop you from breaking your bones. It does nothing for the pain. Absolutely nothing.
You feel that jolt all the way through your body.
You still feel it 3 weeks later.
Doc, it looks like you're going to have to get your medicine bag out after this match. Samantha Foxy.
Tonight, Doc.
Samantha Foxy with the huge high-risk maneuver. She comes flying, ladies and gentlemen. The suicide senton over the top rope, and she nails it. Annie X taking the full brunt of that as Samantha Foxy lands on her 10 feet in the air, and she nails Annie X.
I'm still shocked how she got this after the beatdown she took from Annie.
Samantha Foxy. Samantha Foxy slow to get up, because it doesn't matter if you hit that or not. You're still coming 10 feet down, hauling ass. it's going to hurt you a little bit, even if you do nail your opponent with it.
You still feel it as much as your opponent does.
Samantha Foxy sending Annie X back into the ring, breaking the count. Annie X across the ring. She comes shooting off the rope, waiting for Samantha again. Annie X going for that big Hurricane Rana. Samantha Foxy breaking it, the power bomb as she catches her. Roll up pin. 1, 2. Wow.
These ladies finding the energy to kick out of these pins.
Oh my God, I've got no idea. That power bomb, Samantha Foxy catching Annie X mid-air and just slamming her down into that mat. And still, Annie X is able to kick out of that pin at the last moment. Samantha going to work on her body again. She is trying to soften Annie X up. Nasty Cyclone Rising. Here we go. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. She's got the pin. 1, 2. And no, still.
How loud does she kick out of that one?
Oh, wow. Even I'm breathless.
Only the 2 count. And it's not like James took his time. He was right there on top of that action. He was counting quick. And still Annie X at the last moment able to get her shoulder up and kick out of that.
Annie must be riddled in pain at this point.
And yet she still pushes through, Paul. This is what y'all trained for, isn't it?
Oh yeah, some of these females actually live in the gym more than me, and I live there.
I know you do. I've seen you in there training, Paul, and this is why you train, so that you can take this beating and still come back.
Yes, but I do have to emphasise it still does hurt like a mother.
We got the vertical suplex. Samantha had her up. She held her too long. Annie X, the catch tornado DDT. Samantha down, taking that hit right on top of the head. And now we've got the rollover pin. Annie X ran across. 1, 2.
Oh my God, this is one hell of a slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen. You come at the right night, you are in for one hell of a treat here.
You know, after I'm sitting here watching these ladies, this conditioning that they've got, the intestinal fortitude, how the hell did Briggs get in the ring? How was he allowed in? He is nowhere near the condition that these ladies are.
Nowhere near. Totally agree with you there, Wade. And this match has got all the marks of an FTV written all over it. Never mind, it's a weekly show match.
These ladies are going at it, and you're absolutely right, Paul. I mean, this would definitely be a feature match in any free-per-view.
So you're one lucky audience here, ladies and gentlemen, seeing this match at a normal weekly show. Just imagine what the FPVs are like.
Annie, kneeless right into Samantha. She had her trapped on the rope. You heard James up there counting her out, telling her to get off the rope, and she did right at the last moment. Samantha comes rolling out. Big spear as she catches Annie coming across the ring. Samantha getting her. And here goes Samantha. She's going for the pin. 1, 2.
Wow. Wow.
Look at these ladies are breathing. They've got almost nothing left in the tank, and still they're battling this out. This is where that intestinal fortitude comes in. This is where that conditioning, that cardio comes in, where you can reach down and...
This is what we train for, Wade. When all nothing's going your way, dig really deep beneath your inside yourself and just keep going and going and going.
Amazing. These two ladies, this is the kind of match that I love to call, to watch these two just going at the SKO. She misses it. Annie not appreciating the fact that she tried it at all. Pushing her back. Annie going for the Pistol Coda.
Got a pinfall. Is this all over?
1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. The Presto Coda, which is a musical term for a very fast stop. And that's exactly what Annie X did. She put a fast stop to Samantha Foxy's assault.
And the winner of the match, via pinfall, Annie X.
Like you said, Wayne, these kind of matches you like to call, these are the kind of matches I love to be in.
Right? Oh my God, if you can leave me breathless sitting over here doing this,
Then we dodge.
damn straight.
And that's what we do here at KOW, ladies and gentlemen. We put our bodies on the line for your entertainment.
Both ladies slow to get up. Now Annie X, your winner. Samantha Foxy, I mean, so many close calls on that. It could have gone either way. Fantastic match by both ladies, and there's what we like to see.
Fantastic match.
The sportswomanship as they congratulate each other on a good match. Well done, both the ladies. Annie X up, playing to the crowd.
Congratulations, ladies. There was no loser in that match, not in my eyes. Hold your head up there, ladies. You've done a brilliant job there, Kate. It's absolutely fantastic.
All right, we see the ladies making their way back to the back now. Larry, I don't know what we got next. Can you give me a second to catch my breath on that? I need to eat me a couple of M&Ms real quick.
Wow, and that wasn't even the main event.
I know. We still got that coming up.
Wow.
And evidently it's coming up right now as Lyria, as always, when it's main event time, Lyria gets up and heads into the ring. Winter, I'd be more than happy to share my M&Ms with you.
Oh no.
I believe he is setting the record for one of the longest losing streaks in KOW history right now.
I thought Beckett Winter was doing that.
No, Beckett Winter actually whipped his ass.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, if he gives you weight or something.
Right. You know what? All the forgiveness in the world ain't gonna save me, brother.
What he said.
Wild, good to have you here. Stephen Rossett, nice to have you. Raven Sen. Folks, I will get to you, I promise. As soon as I see you, I'll call you out. I just want to make sure you know we appreciate y'all being here. Zara Warblood, nice to see you over there. Oh, Fehu, nice to have you here, lady. Kristen, good to have you here, ma'am. Becky, nice to see you. Mr. James Ricker, how you going to sneak in and not let me know you're there? Howdy, Rex Ocelot, how you doing? Good to have you here, sir. Sam, Chris, how you doing? Good to have you here.
Am I the only one that's on nerves right now?
Why are you on nerves? Howdy, crew. How you doing? Thanks for the poster earlier, sir. Love the fact that I got that poster from you. What's he bringing us to eat? I don't want to eat what he eats.
That's what I was saying.
I don't want it. I'm good with my M&M's, thanks.
I'm good with Wade's M&M's.
Well, I think I'm pretty good with my M&M's. Appreciate that. We don't want any brains. Thanks, Dad.
He's always offering them backstage, you know.
Is that right? You know, I used to eat calves brains when I was in the rodeo. I used to like those a lot. I don't do that anymore.
And to the Republic, for
Oh my god, it didn't get any worse.
I'll just try my best to stay in.
Raven, you can have my share. Yuki, you too. You're more than happy. I happily give you my share of brains, more for y'all. Why do I feel a little offended that Brian Bennett is coming out like this?
Because he is. He doesn't even know how to say his own name, right?
I'll pull our flag down.
Got my flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of today's show. And the main event of today's show is a triple threat match, and it is for one fall. Introducing first, standing to my right, wearing the black right? From Kansas City, Kansas in the United States. Standing tall 6 feet 4, weighing 235 pounds. The preacher Ezekiel Wilson. Introducing next, hailing from the graveyard. Standing tall 6 feet 4, weighing 300 pounds. Cruel Nightfire. And last but not least, hailing from the country of America. In the, hailing from Dallas Fort in West Virginia in America, the real American Brian Bennett.
The real American ain't can't you say that?
He's from West Virginia?
I don't know where they said he's from.
That makes all the sense in the world.
All right. Mr. Butler is out there. He is squared off looking and making sure all the men are ready to go. Cool Nightfire, the Preacher, Ezekiel Verser, and Brian Bennett, the real American. Man, that just sticks in my throat. I throw up every time I say it. Right off the bat, Ezekiel going right across. He does the big drop kick. Cool Nightfire takes it in stride. Ezekiel going forward again. Cool Nightfire takes that blow in stride. Ezekiel not looking like he's doing anything to Cruel. And here comes the third attempt, and Cruel still acting like he doesn't even feel that. Finally, Ezekiel gets some kind of reaction as Cruel stumbles back a bit. Ezekiel, the fifth time going for this. fifth time is not a charm as Cruel Nightfire stays up.
How the hell is he staying up?
What is he got his legs staked into the frickin' mat? I don't understand exactly what's going on right here, but we've got a series of drop kicks that seem to just be rocking Cruel. He's not going down, nothing like that. And there comes Brian Bennett going for a big chop block. And I'm not sure if he hit it or not.
There's got to be about 6 or 7 drop kicks and he's just robbing him.
And again. And Ezekiel just falls. I mean, damn, he's tired himself out. Cruel Nightfire standing there taking the punishment, and Cruel starts to stomp on the preacher.
Oh,
Brian Bennett.
Dead man by nature, never mind anything else.
It will assume that a preacher will have the advantage against the zombie man in this scenario, but obviously it's not the case. As Cruel Nightfire is just laying down the smackdown on the preacher Ezekiel Presser.
Big sidewalk slam by Cruel Nightfire. Ezekiel in a lot of trouble. Brian Bennett actually doing something smart, staying the hell out of the way, letting these two men go at each other. If Brian Bennett's smart, he'll move over to a corner, let these two get each other worn out, let one of them get knocked out, and then Brian will come in.
It's the only smart thing he's done in a long time.
And Cruel Nightfire sending Ezekiel right into that corner. You heard him slam up against those turnbuckles. Brian Bennett now moving, catching Cruel Nightfire's attention. Maybe not the best thing you could have done, Brian. Ezekiel in the corner. He is getting a chance to catch his breath as Cruel Nightfire turns his attention to the real American, Brian Bennett. Cruel sending Brian Bennett into the ropes. Brian Bennett going over, not even paying attention to Cruel now. He uses that momentum. Drop kick to the preacher's face as the preacher was trying to catch his breath in that corner. Ezekiel over there in a lot of trouble. Brian Bennett turning around. He looks like he's got his eyes set on Cruel Nightfire. Cruel's just waiting to see who's going to get within range of him. Cruel goes right after the preacher as well. Charging into that corner. The preacher taking the beating from both men right now.
I think he's just making sure the preacher stays down, and then Brian and Cruel are just going to have an old slobber knocker.
I think you may be right. The preacher looks like he's got nothing left. He's got nothing to say about any of this. He slumps down into that corner, just laying there against those ropes. Cruel Nightfire. Oh, he comes with that big rope shoot. Comes shooting off. He goes charging into that corner after the preacher. Stopping short, he bends down and picks up the preacher. Brian standing back. We got somebody out there in the crowd saying it's payback for the Inquisition. I can't say I disagree with you out there, Faye. Cruel Nightfire comes charging back in as the preacher is sick, careening into this corner near us. You heard him slam up against those turnbuckles. Brian Bennett, smart, getting the hell out of the way as Cruel Nightfire comes after the preacher. I think this may be a zombie versus the holy man type thing right here. Cruel Nightfire right into that corner. Big punches to the gut. Ezekiel goes down. Brian Bennett still keeping out of it. Maybe he really did learn something.
I wouldn't count on that.
Cruel Nightfire staying on top of the preacher. I don't think any holy symbols are going to help him right here. We're not going to be able to turn undead on this one as Cruel Nightfire just stays right on him. Yeah, I'm a tabletop gamer, by the way. Cruel Nightfire right in there in that corner. The preacher Ezekiel Verser taking punishment from the undead, the living dead as Cruel likes to be known.
And Brian again doing the very smart thing and just standing back and letting us all go down.
Cruel Nightfire moving out of the way. Brian Bennett now taking advantage of the fact that the preacher is already softened up. Brian Bennett up on those ropes and he goes into wailing on the preacher. 8, 9, 10 blows into the preacher, and now the preacher once again slumped right to the mat.
But does Brian Cruel know that this is a three-way and not an handicap?
I don't think they care right now. I think Brian is actually just sitting back and sneaking in like the coward he is, taking advantage when he can. Cruel Nightfire now, he is stomping down on the preacher's neck, choking him out. James Butler's telling him to get out of the corner. Both men backing up. I think right now, both men are hoping they can just get the preacher to be nothing but a piece of meat in that ring. But once that happens, Brian, then you got to deal with Cruel Nightfire by yourself, sir.
And good luck with that, especially after them series of drop kicks.
The preacher Ezekiel Elliott down. Brian calls for the finisher. This looks like an Old Testament smackdown as we see the preacher taking it. And now Cruel bends down, grabbing that ankle, lifting that leg. He pulls the preacher out to the center of the ring, getting him away from any ropes that might save him. Brian Bennett once again backing off. I don't know if he's smart or if he just really doesn't want to deal with any of this crap that's going on. What the hell? Cruel Nightfire into the grave. And there you see your preacher go down, ladies and gentlemen. And Cruel spitting on him. Evidently no respect for a man of God. Now Cruel Nightfire, the gallows. And you heard that all the way over here. There is nothing left in that preacher. He is just wiped out. Cruel going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. We got the match called.
And Brian did nothing. Absolutely nothing. What a coward.
Ladies and...
Or was this pre-planned, Paul? Was this something that was worked out between Brian Bennett and Cruel Nightfire? I'm sorry, go ahead, Lyria.
As I was just saying, and the winner of the match, via pinfall, the Zombie King, Cruel Nightfire.
Did you see that, Paul? Did you see Brian Bennett raise Cruel's hand?
I saw that, yeah, I definitely saw that. So I think you're right there, but I think that was definitely Cruel Brand will come out to him.
And Cruel still going after the preacher. Power bombs him outside the ring, over the top rope.
But you actually see Wade, Brian's actually telling Cruel what to do. Cruel's doing it. He grabs I found himself some kind of battle.
Or did Brian figure out something about Cruel that lets him have a little bit of control over the living dead?
Seems he's got some kind of control whichever way he goes.
I'm not sure Arcana's going to put up with that at all. The
Brian's
preacher
still
out
going to
here.
face the Royal yet, one day. And the Royal doesn't need any backup at all.
That's right, Paul. You're going to get in there one day. You're going to take charge of this. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our main event. That was Cruel Nightfire. Brian Bennett evidently teaming up in a unexpected handicap match against the Preacher. The Preacher extending his losing streak as he is just pummeled by those two. And now they made their way back to the back.
That's just good. Shady coming back out, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want more brains.
I don't think it's the brains he's after.
I don't know what's happening here, but
No,
not overly
myself.
comfortable with what's happening right now. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Cruel has his posters, autographed posters by Cruel Nightfire himself. Y'all may want to get some of those. Put them up in your room. That way you can always have the living dead with you every night. Don't give him my brains from the future. What are you doing? I might actually need those eventually. Your present, you're more than welcome to it. Please, if somebody else didn't, I didn't need them. I gave them to somebody over there.
That was kind of rude.
But did he give you a present and then took it back?
Yes, I am offended.
You offended? Did you really want them?
Yeah.
No. I think it's probably best that you took them back.
Yeah, it's probably in here or something in that box.
You had no idea whose brains those were.
True.
It could have been Brian's.
Well, it damn sure wasn't his courage that he was offering you.
Right?
What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of that was the main event. Why is Emma's music playing? What? Well, not that I'm ever going to complain about Emma Grayness coming out.
Oh,
Y'all
no.
know how I feel about her.
I've known Emma for some years, and this is definitely a future on the favourite out to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
She
calling
is.
it right to you. I'm calling it now.
Without a doubt, my favorite female wrestler.
One of the most talented females to ever be in second round wrestling.
And we watched her come up, Paul. We knew her from the very beginning.
So yes, definitely future Hall of Famer out there in the middle of that ring, ladies and gentlemen. An icon and a future legend.
Any of you ladies looking around wanting to get into wrestling, this is what you aspire to be. All right, Emma shouts out, need to be, why am I doing this? Dr. Vega, you've got a female voice, you read.
Need to be in KOW's Real Hall of Fame before Beckett. For what? That's kind of scary. She's got a mic in her hand and she's got stuff to talk about.
Oh, you don't. She scares me.
Dr. Leah?
So last week I faced Arcana in a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber to determine the first queen of KOW. But of course it wasn't without its controversy, because of course Anarchy came out and Arcana ran to her, and they started fighting, which technically should have been me being DQ'd. But the ref counted her out instead. Whatever. Ref's decision was final. Luck fell my way that night. I guess it's the week of controversial finishes for Irish girls when it comes to titles in main matches, with me last week and missed 2 belts on Sunday. And as of right now, that Irish girl's on top of the world, and you can be sure that there will be an Irish girl on top of at KOW real soon, and you're looking at her.
I like the confidence we're hearing in her, Paul.
Yeah,
That's something that she's gained over the years.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with her.
But as my fellow countrywoman would say, let's get back to Anarchy and Arcana, you little weirdos.
I could not agree more with that statement.
I know he scares me, so I'm saying no thanks.
I don't know the whole story of what's going on with those two, but whatever it is messed up a great match last week, and I want to make things right tonight before this show is over.
Well, we'll never get to see Emma Graysmith actually in the match.
There's a lot of people here in KOW who wouldn't have the balls to do this, but I back down from nobody. So right now, Anarchy and Arcana, I'm calling you out, and either one of you face me in this ring, right here, right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Calling them out.
That's Emma Graysmith, alright.
I told you she wasn't happy the way that ended last week.
One of the toughest SOBs to ever get our ring.
Oh, great. And this is the one that answers the call?
What's wrong with that?
She's insane.
And
Back to her now.
Crazy is scary.
scary is subjective.
Wow.
I'm like you, man, Mercy Queen Girl.
Please, can I go home now?
You know, I've actually known Anarchy and Arcana and that family for a long time. I used to call for them over at CCW way back when. And, yeah, she hadn't gotten any saner over the years.
No.
I think it's a good thing.
Unless you're the one in the ring facing her. Lyra, do you have stats for these ladies?
Oh, well, let's first see if this is an official match or not.
Little Anna, I think the words you're looking for are thank you very much. No, you say you don't know all the ins and outs of our little story. You all know enough. don't want to be in the middle of it. Little Super Cena Emma has to call me out. Well, I'm here, and guess what? Oh yes! The watch I'm not wearing says it's playtime.
Oh, shit.
Yay!
We're saying yay?
It's like yay!
Why
Well,
are you
folks.
saying yay?
Well, folks, you just
Because I'm
heard it.
excited.
It's official. The new main event of today's shows is Emma Creamus against Anarchy. So, the following match is for one fall, and it's a singles match. Introducing to my left, hailing from Belfast in Northern Ireland, standing tall, 5 feet 3, weighing 110 pounds, Emma Creamus. And to my right, from the Eye of Terror, standing tall, 5 feet 10, weighing 165 pounds, Anarchy.
So, if that little bit of her giggle weirded you out or creeped you out, wait till you hear the full thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have a match to go on. Emma Creamus, Anarchy Warbloods. These two, there is no bad blood between the two at all that I know of. This is just Emma wanting a little bit of closure on what happened last week. So let's see how this plays out. Anarchy, one of the most unpredictable wrestlers in all of female wrestling. She does have her work cut out for her here because Emma Creamus, like we have been saying, has risen up through the ranks not because of any lack of talent, folks. Emma Creamus has learned this ring. She has become a ring tactician, and her wrestling know-how and ability is almost second to none. She is an amazing wrestler, so this ought to be a good
You're
match.
talking about somebody who loves the business, who breathes the business. It's that woman right there.
I tell you what, I came over here the other day just to do a little quick workout, and Emma Creamus, I don't know how many hours she's been here before I got here, but I was here for a couple hours myself, and she was here long after I left.
I think some days she turns the lights off.
And on.
Rather than being in that ring, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely happy I'm not in there right now.
Alright, I think we've had the bell called for right off the bat. Looks like Anarchy comes charging in on Emma Creamus. And down goes Emma as Anarchy lands on top of her and starts pounding into her.
When you face someone like Anarchy, you've got to have all your own weight on, 100%.
You got to be ready for anything when Anarchy's in that ring.
Well, saying that though, Wayne, not just Anarchy, anybody you face, you've got to do your own work. If not, then count your days out.
Absolutely, sir. That is what film is for. That is what observation is for. If you get a chance to watch them wrestle somebody else, you got to be doing it.
As much as I spend training, ladies and gentlemen, 9% of it is studying and a lot of watching.
Anarchy right now has full control of this match. Emma is trying to break that momentum as she fires back. Kick to the gut. Emma coming out to the rope. Nice rope shoot. Here she comes charging in at Anarchy. Emma with
drop kick to the face to Anarchy.
Right there, Anarchy stood up at just the wrong moment. Emma timed that perfectly as she laid her feet right into Anarchy's face. Emma bending down to pick up Anarchy. Anarchy coming, firing back, knee to the gut, sends Emma into the ropes. Anarchy there waiting for her. Emma comes springing off the rope. Here she comes flying into Anarchy. Anarchy standing there waiting for her. And Emma comes up first with a big clothesline. Whatever Anarchy had in mind, you're going to have to wait as Emma lays her out with that beautiful clothesline.
Talking about somebody who knows moves inside and out. You're gonna have to come with better ideas than that, Anarchy, I'm afraid.
And of course, Anarchy being around as long as she has, I mean, there's no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. She is absolutely a legend in Second Life female wrestling. There's no question. She's been here long before I was, and her ring knowledge in itself is unparalleled. But yeah, she definitely needs to show a little bit more respect to the ability and knowledge and know-how of Emma Graymith. And we see right there Emma Graymith with a quick armbar takedown. She's got that arm. She's working on it. Anarchy showing that power. She powers up from that hold right there, coming right to her feet. Nice short clothesline as she drops Emma Graymith down to the mat, picking her up and does it again.
Oh,
Emma,
she must be doing some play now to 2 clotheslines, not just the one.
and no hesitation between the two. I mean, it's like bam, bam. Right there we see Anarchy throwing Emma Graymith into that corner, and you see how hard Anarchy's able to whip her. You heard Emma Graymith slamming up against those turnbuckles. Anarchy right in on top of her as she charges into that corner. And she climbs the ropes and she starts wailing on Emma Graymith. Emma trapped in the corner. James not even saying anything. Right there he goes. He's yelling at him to get out of the corner. Emma Graymith taking the poundage. And out she comes with a nasty leaping face buster.
As you're in that corner, ladies and gentlemen, again, then punches not only front to your face and pain, the padding does not stop any pain at the back of the head also. So your full head is actually throbbing at this point.
And then to have the front of your face slammed into that mat like that, Emma Graymith may need a little aspirin after this match.
Dr. Vega, you're going to earn some money tonight.
The words I'd love to hear.
Anarchy pushing Emma into that corner, making sure she stays right where she wants. Anarchy comes charging in. Emma Graymith looking for Anarchy with a big corner splash. Emma couldn't avoid it. Emma taking the full brunt of Anarchy's weight as she slams into her. Those turnbuckles not moving as Emma Graymith's back is slammed right into those things. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen that, it's just a small pad over a giant metal bolt.
Them paddings are just there so you don't cut open your back. I cannot emphasise enough, as the rest of myself, how much that does hurt.
Anarchy now showing Emma Graymith maybe the error of her ways, the inverted headlock backbreaker, and then right into a snap neck breaker, and here we go, 1, 2, but Emma's not quite done yet. There's a reason she is one of the top female wrestlers. She's not an easy win for anybody.
No. If you're going to get a win over Emma, you're damn right you've got to work for it. You've got to work like you've never worked before.
Emma Graymith able to get her shoulder up in the nick of time. Anarchy looking a little bit frustrated.
Not only do the females aspire to have the work ethic with these two ladies in the ring now, some of the guys actually look up to these two ladies and what the work ethic that they've got. Especially myself, I want the work ethic definitely what they've got.
That sounds like some high praise there, Paul.
Well, I tell you what, and it's not just a short-term thing. Like we said, Anarchy's been doing this for years upon years, and she is never satisfied with where she's at. You can still find her in the gym trying to improve every damn day. Emma Gramus, of course, young in the world of female wrestling here compared to Anarchy, but you will still find Emma, like we said, lights on to lights out in here training, trying to get better every damn day.
Anarchy was actually one of the first matches I've ever seen in second half before I actually got into it myself.
She has definitely been around a long time, Paul.
Yeah, very long time.
Now both women slowly coming to their feet. Anarchy up first. She reaches down, grabbing a hold of Emma Gramus. She picks her up by the hair. Emma Gramus looking to fire back, wants to break that momentum, and she does. Beautiful, look like a nice executed enziguri as Anarchy goes down. Emma Gramus, the boot to the side of the head. Emma picking her up, unrelenting. She's got to stay on top of Anarchy. She can't give Anarchy a moment to catch her breath. Emma with the toe kick, then the DDT, following up right after that. Emma doing what needs to be done.
I don't know the way this is put in. After the beatdown, she just took from Anarchy to get up and do that. It takes a lot of strength.
Absolutely, and Emma Gramus up into the corner now. Anarchy still reeling from that DDT. She has no idea where she is. Emma Gramus up to the top. She is on the top turnbuckle. She's waiting for Anarchy to start moving. Emma Gramus poised. She is set. She's waiting for the right opportunity. Slowly, Anarchy starts coming to her feet. She's up on her knees. Emma Gramus poised. She is set. She's ready. Anarchy up. Emma Gramus comes flying off, and she times it perfectly. The flying crossbody. She lands it. Down goes Anarchy. On top of her, Emma. 1, 2. And
Just a 2 count there. Wow.
I wanted to call 3 on that one. I should have. I thought it should have been a 3, but the referee said only a 2 count. Anarchy not quite ready to give up the ghost right here. Emma Gramus, Mark, not arguing with the referee, moving on. We see so many times, Paul, these wrestlers get mad that they don't get that 3 count and want to argue with the referee about it.
All the time, even I myself have argued with the ref through this. We always think, favouring one wrestler over it, even though they're not. It's just how our mindset has worked.
But not
tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the females have actually stolen the show tonight.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, the Annie X fight and now this.
Now this, yeah. The females definitely stole this week's episode of Kingdom of Wrestling.
And we see Emma Gramus grabbing Anarchy. She is bringing her out of that corner after splashing her into it. She's got her in the center of the ring. Emma Gramus setting up Anarchy. Emma Gramus, nasty neck breaker.
Wow.
Emma goes for the pin. We've got her down. 1, 2. Anarchy not quite done. Emma's going to have to soften her up a little bit more to get that 3 count. You can hear the crowd trying to pump up Anarchy. I'm not sure that Anarchy appreciates it or not. I don't know how she feels about the crowd. She scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm not hard to go to any, so I'm not good asking. We'll keep that to the imagination.
Right? Emma Gramus up first. She grabs Anarchy into the ropes. Anarchy shooting back off the ropes. Emma Gramus waiting for her. Anarchy got something else in mind.
Oh my gosh, she turned her inside out. Wow.
The decapitator clothesline. That's right. She tried to take off Emma Gramus' head. And wow, Emma Gramus went for a spin there, didn't she?
The spin, Wow, she must be riddled in agony in the middle of that ring.
And now we got Anarchy over Emma Gramus. Emma Gramus in a lot of trouble right now after that clothesline. Anarchy reaching down, grabbing Emma. She's going to bring her back up right into a nasty spreading the tank. And Emma goes down hard.
Emma's taking some nasty bumps here. Dr. Vega's rubbing her hands because she knows she'll get paid tonight.
There are very few words that can bring a smile to my face like that.
And now we see Anarchy up. We got Emma Gramus rising in pain. She is grabbing her back. She's in a lot of trouble.
You see she's grabbing her lower back. You don't actually land on the top of the flat of your back. You actually land near your buttocks area, if that makes sense. And that's where all the pain is coming from.
And now Anarchy lifted her up by the hair. She's got her behind. She pushes her through those ropes. It's what we call the surfboard. As she lays her into those ropes and starts straining her. She starts pulling on that hair, stretching that back, stretching out that spine. You see James right there. He is counting on a 1, 2. Anarchy knows she's got till 5. Why is there? What?
What's going on here? I don't say, oh, here we go.
And here we go. She is up on the top rope. Finally at 4, she lets her go. But there's the music. Arcana coming out.
You couldn't resist.
And make her a little bit more, how would you say, improvement. Don't put her on the song and improve her. How is that, sissy? I'll make it and make it all good. And I'll do it just for you. And I'll make sure that when she's in the tank, that I'll put extra scorpion venom on it.
Emma Gramus over here catching her breath as Anna is distracted.
And like I did with Elsa, I'll make sure she stays in there for a very, very long time. You might as well finish. You know she's gonna be blood for good.
Anarchy completely distracted now by Arcana, giving Emma time to catch her breath.
Can I write a prescription for Arcana?
Whatever makes you money.
And I need a prescription for shut the fuck up.
I will do
How are you, Tyler?
with you next. Now, where's the do-gooder?
Can you write prescriptions for shut the fuck up?
I'd like to right now.
Emma Gramus up to the top rope. Anarchy turns around. Emma Gramus comes flying off with the Super Mr. 5. Anarchy turns right into it. Emma Gramus timing it perfectly as she flies through the air, catching her. And now we got the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, coming off the top rope, timing it perfectly. Emma Gramus catches Anarchy with the super mystified, and that's it.
Shit. I need to get my medical pad out. I'm writing prescriptions.
Lyria?
And the winner of the match, via pinfall, Emma Gramus.
Okay, well at least this time Emma got to finish the match, Paul.
Yeah, at least this time I thought when she come out, I thought, see me go again. Well, let's not finish the match. It was a great match until obviously Anarchy got interrupted. It's been a great show overall. The females have actually stolen KOW this week. Stolen the show without a shadow of a doubt.
She got to finish the match with an unfair advantage.
I don't know why you're going to call that an unfair advantage. Anarchy's been around this game long enough to know don't get distracted. You got somebody in the ring, you don't get distracted. That's where your focus needs to be, period. I think Emma played it smart. She waited until Anarchy turned back around, and Emma took advantage of the fact that Anarchy was not professional enough to stay focused on the match.
Yeah. Like what you said, she should have stayed focused. So
I think
Emma just played on her.
Bad terminology.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will end our show. I have been your commentator, Wade Desiderio, along with my two co-commentators, the lovely
Ayano.
and the incredible
Paul the Royal Nicholas.
There we go, folks. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and all the props to our awesome announcer, the beautiful
Lyria Kuba.